What's up, Dragon Brood? We are back with more wacky decks, because that's kind of what we do around here. Not always wacky, but at least good and different, and not necessarily one of the hardcore meta decks. But today we're going to be taking a look at Gruul Aggro, and not werewolves, because we've done Gruul werewolves recently, but I want to take a look at just what does straight up Gruul Aggro look like in Alchemy. And before those of you that are just playing Standard decide you don't want to take a look at it, understand this actually works well in Standard as well, because I think it only has 3 copies of something that aren't playable in Standard, and those can be easily swapped out. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. But actually, I just realized I've got my Gruul shirt on. So, like, it was fitting today. I knew it when I woke up. I just didn't know it. But anyway, let's go take a look at this Gruul Aggro deck for Alchemy that can also be played in Standard. Now, you know I gotta tell you, check out our friends over at shop.ultrapro.com so you can get all of your protection needs taken care of. Because, you know, it's good stuff. And they have the official Magic stuff, but also if you need stuff for Pokemon, D&D, you want to get some anime-themed stuff, you have sports cards you want to take care of, even if you want to display full boxes, they have cool cases for that too. But anyway, let's take a look at today's deck. Starting at the top, we are playing Play with Fire because the card is just the best thing to play at 1 mana right now. And you can't really get by without 1 and 2 mana removal cards because you need to be able to kill those creatures in the life gain decks, the clerics decks. You need to be able to kill those 2 and 3 toughness things. Actually, they're all 2 toughness things before they get those +1/+1 counters. This is very good for that. We have Despair Sentinel, which obviously means we're going to be playing Magda. Not obviously, but a lot of times we are. This time we are. Being able to play Magda so we can advance our mana and do some big things very quickly. We are playing Dragon's Fire as well. Now, admittedly, we only really have 1 dragon in the deck, but being able to still shoot stuff for 3 is very good. And this is actually one of the cards that gives you any semblance of a chance realistically against the mono green decks. So you want to kind of hang on to this one when you can. Sometimes you need to use it as a 4 to be able to kill off like a troll. Other times you need to kill off an early 3/3 werewolf. So there's a few different things you want to do with this, but good card all around for that matchup. Then we have Ranger class. We are playing 4 of these. I know you'll see different decks that kind of play 2, play 3, but I'm on 4 on this one. I think the +1/+1 is big enough in a lot of those late game situations that it really can help you keep the pressure up and keep your opponents from being able to jump block or even double block stuff effectively. And then we kind of start the parade of haste creatures. So we are playing Reckless Stormseeker here. You've probably seen it in the werewolf decks. You've probably seen it in the mono red decks. This card's just very good. Giving stuff haste, giving new things haste. Just not a lot to complain about on this card. Now, Toralf's Disciple, I believe, is the only card we're playing in this list that is Alchemy only. And what I would say for this, if you want to play this deck in Standard, just cut these and play 2 more Esca's Chariots and either 1 more Halana and Elena or Ren and 7, whichever you already own. I think that would be the best plan there. You don't need this card, it's just really nice to have. So since we're able to play it in Alchemy, we are, and hopefully we get some late game lightning bolts to finish off the opponent. And now we're only playing 2 Esca's Chariots, mostly because this isn't as powerful in Alchemy because you're only getting 1 cat instead of 2. But again, if you were going to play this in Standard, I'd probably max these out because it's much better in Standard making those 2 blockers. Now, Halana and Elena, this is the card that, since we first played it, I don't know, over a month ago it feels like now, like, super excited about this card. Anytime I play red and green, it's hard not to play this. Like, this makes things bigger, it gives them haste, it has first strike and reach on its own. It gets benefited in this deck whenever you're putting counters or increasing its power with Ranger class or with Reckless Stormseeker, so you can make something else even bigger. And the best part is those counters stay. So if you're able to put counters on, say, like a land, and your opponent's going to sweep the board, well, now your land is going to be +4, +5, or whatever. And that's actually really, really big here. So really excited about this card in the list for sure. Then, of course, Goldspan Dragon. No surprise. I mean, you're playing haste creatures, it makes treasure, it does all the things you want to do. And then, of course, like we just mentioned earlier, we are playing Ren and 7 because, well, being able to block dragons is really the name of the game for a lot of games in Alchemy. People like playing the dragons. So being able to get rid of those or being able to block those is pretty good. Even if you only get to do it for 4, that's good enough. Also, just being able to make tokens alongside the chariot, that is another way to close up games. And this just does a lot, truthfully. Now, we don't have anything cool that makes use of all the mana, so it's less exciting, so I don't necessarily want 4 of. And that's why I said if you're going to pull the Toralf's Disciple to be able to play this in Standard, I would probably make it 2 Chariots and 1 Halana and Elena would probably be my changes there. As for the mana sources, we're playing 3 Shadow Skull Smashing, 3 Den of the Bugbear, 4 Mountain, 4 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Crag Crown Pathway, and 4 Rockfall Veil. Now, we are playing more Bugbears because they're easier to activate, and you get an extra token to sneak through there, which is kind of nice. And we don't necessarily need our Shadow Skull Smashings for mana all that often because we do still have stuff like Magda and Jaspera Sentinel, so we should have a pretty good time with the mana and shouldn't run into too many issues. But you know what? The games have proved that out one way or the other, so as always, we're going to play the games, and then on the other side, we'll talk about what we would change, what we think the deck's good or bad against, and then we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. So we'll catch you on the other side. Well, this is kind of a weird hand, isn't it? Yeah, we'll keep it, though. I mean, we kind of get the start we want. It's going to be a little bit weird. I don't think... Oh, drawing the 4th in Sentinel's just bad here. Okay, well, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. Do we want to try to kill? We'll just pass. It's not even worth it. Like, this is just bad in general. Like, nothing good's gonna come from this. All right. Kill this. Not that we're going to be able to do anything with a handful of Jaspera Sentinels. It's actually kind of like the worst things. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a dragon here? Ranger class isn't so bad. I mean, we could have done much worse. Alright. Let's go ahead and tap. And we'll just level this up. I mean, here's the thing. If they end up leaving our Magda alone long enough, we get free dragons. I don't think they're going to, but, like, it could be a thing. But realistically, I assume they're just setting up for, like, a meat hook massacre or wipe everything, you know. Because that's what I would do. Yeah, we're not even interested in blocking. Like, whatever. We'll just go to 18. That changes things a little bit, though, doesn't it? Huh. Well, I was thinking I was just going to level the Ranger class, but we can kind of just do this for now. I mean, we still don't really get to attack here, though, because we still want to, for the most part, keep Magda alive. So, I don't even know. Maybe we just wait till they play a sweeper here. That might be the best plan. I mean, our hand's pretty garbage. They don't know that, but our hand's terrible. But at least we can still level up Ranger class and then try to make something happen from there. Alright, there's Deadly Dispute. That's going to kill off Magda anyway. Yep. This does mean they're not super concerned about having all that extra treasure, though. Like, the mana isn't that big a deal. So I'm wondering if they already have a spot removal card for our Chariot, which is what it feels like. I would venture to guess that is fairly accurate. So what if we did this? And then decide to attack. I'm assuming this is where they kill the Chariot. Yep, no surprise there. And then I think we're just going to attack with that. Put a counter on it. I mean, they're choosing not to block, which is interesting. So it must mean a Meat Hook Massacre is coming. which would make sense. Okay, we don't mind having that on top. That's actually good. If we get to follow up a Meat Hook Massacre with that, hey, that's better than nothing. They have to Meat Hook for 3 now at least, so there's that. Actually, I guess they still can Meat Hook for 2 and then just put the -1 on the from the ghast on the wolf. But also, I guess the longer they wait, the bigger the wolf is going to be. Yep. Here it comes. I mean, we'll just block here. We're not doing anything with that anyway. I assume this is Meat Hook time. I mean, I guess it could just be blood on the snow, but yeah, Meat Hook made more sense. All right. Okay. Can we even do anything from here? I don't know that we can. I mean, we get to play creatures off the top, so maybe we find some more stuff. But the odds are the opponent has a removal or 2, probably even has more sweepers. Sadly, we have just a land sitting on top. It's not a red land, so that makes us even more disappointed. They don't have anything to kill it, though, so that's good. I mean, at least not instant speed that they want to crack treasure for. They could still have something to kill it, obviously. Now, I did debate cracking a treasure to put these 2 out, but I figure if they have another sweeper, we're just going to see it right here. And we may just have to make the focus playing one of these and attacking with our Den of the Bugbear or some such. Oh, if I would have played these. Okay. So now we're going to have to get crafty. Let's put a stop during our upkeep. Because we could activate one of these and sacrifice it. So for 1. Then we'll sack this. Oh, good hit. Good hit. All right. So we can do this. Play this off the top. Oh, we have another one. We do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we're going to be just short. That's 3, 6, 11. Yeah, we can only do 12. Golly. Oh, that sucks. 5, 6, yeah, +1 is only 12. Question is, too, do we really want to do that? I think I want to wait until afterward. And I'm just going to split my bonuses here. Alright, so we do have a situation now where we can play the Deuter off the top. Actually, no, if we can just get in an attack with Den of the Bugbear, that would be it, right? Nice addition from the opponent. That has lifelink, too. We're going to sack this thing, because that makes the most sense. Oh, there you go. Can we survive till next tournament? Actually, hold on. Let's see. If we just activate this, let's assume they block the 2 big ones. We get in for 3, 4, put a counter 5, and this puts a bonus 6. Yeah, that should be it anyway. So yeah, I don't think we do anything else here. Actually, I guess if we play this, we would still have 1 left over, and we could do that and that. Yeah. No, let's crack these. Arena. Doesn't really change much, though. Sure. Put a counter on one of these. So there we go. We managed to get in there against the Sacrifice deck somehow. Actually, no, they still get to gain 4, though. So they're not dead yet. Yeah, they're not dead yet. Matter of fact, if they have another sweeper, I might have just goofed up. Yeah, probably should have just saved that Reckless Stormseeker, honestly. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They took the treasure instead of killing this. This was probably their mistake. Because now, even if they meat hook, well, they can meat hook for 4. That's not going to do it. They have to meat hook for 5. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. They gain some life. Oh, it does allow them to kill that. We just activate the... Either way. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yep. All right. Oh, man. I feel like we got away with some in that last one because that hand was not good. Let's keep this. And since we're not doing anything turn 1, let's just play that tapped. Then we play Den of the Bugbear into a Ranger class and hope they don't have a Fading Hope. They do have a Fading Hope. Gosh dang it. You hate when they have it. I was like, what are you waiting on? Like, we know that's what the card is. Come on now. No need to play coy. We know what's up. Ooh, I was just thinking we were going to have to worry about something, but now we don't. Let's go make some lightning bolts. All right. What do we do with this knowledge? I think... Ah, well, this may get bounced, but whatever. What are we going to do otherwise, you know? I assume if you can kill it, you just kill it. Okay, divided by 0 works. We'll just go ahead and play this other Ranger class. Just keep pressure up. That's kind of the plan here. Keep things moving forward. And now the good news is we can actually play Toralf's Disciple, then level up the other Ranger class next turn. So we can also split our bonuses, which would be nice. We don't have to dedicate too much to one creature. Key of the Archive. However, we might just Wrenn and 7 now, since that's a thing. Or, I mean, we have a lot of choices here. We could attack with Den of the Bugbear, and we could put a counter on that. We could Toralf's Disciple, pump a thing. I guess it's a matter of how fast we feel like we need to go. Because obviously, making a Wrenn and 7 token here is actually more than reasonable. I think we just do that. Because it's going to be harder to resolve this, I think, going forward.
I will proclaim to the trees. They prepare for war.
And if they have something like burn down the house, they sort of need to do it now, which still opens up the board to us attacking for 5 with this next turn, which we don't hate. They did not. Okay. So we play this. See if it resolves. I guess we pump this. Plus Wrenn and 7. Just to make sure we can. Ooh. I would have liked to have had the dragon, but we'll live. Alright, what you got, opponent? I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. Okay, that was easy. Exaxes. Oh boy. We go first with this, but we really aren't doing much. But you know what? I'm going to keep, and I'm going to hope we draw land off the top or something. I don't know. But we'll see. Probably not. This will probably be the first game we lose with this. But you know what? I'm willing to take that gamble. Do they play anything we get to kill here? The answer is yes. Or do I care if they keep that? Yeah, we do. We do. No point in revealing anything and showing them what we may have. Get in there for 3. Which I assume this won't live very long, but it's what we got. Like, we kept the hand. It's got to hopefully turn into something. Now, the sickness would be if we managed to land off the top here. We did. Even a tapped land. That's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Allows us to get rid of Florian. So we do see they're straight up playing Vampires. So that's good to know. Now, there was a possibility that this was an untapped land. We'd have been able to play Chariot, Crew Chariot, attack, and that would have been pretty nice. But we didn't get that. Now we're on another plan. Which looks like it's going to be Dragon into Dragon. Though, if we do this, we would have something to block Anja. We could attack for 5 and trade, and we'd still have creatures, and then go with the dragon afterwards. Alright. I think we're just on dragon. We've got the pressure on our side. We're going to keep it up here. We also get a treasure for our troubles. And it also means that next turn we could draw, play dragon, attack, play chariot, and then be set up for lethal the following turn. Or not. They have a creature to shove in the way here. Which will allow them to gain some life, which matters.
My servant. I'm busy.
The good news is we have the opponent low enough on life. They can't really afford to do much here. The question just becomes on if we think it's worth it to just attack the opponent. Though we'd get in for 4, they'd gain 2, so really only going to do 2. So we put them to 7. And then see what happens. Or do we just go after Sorin? I think we just go after the opponent's life total here. I feel okay with that. Especially since we get to play Chariot and we get to attack with Den of the Bugbear next turn. I feel like that's worth it. Could even be slightly too aggressive here if they had some type of sweeper, but I'm willing to take the gamble. I can't think of anything that's going to matter that much here. I mean, they could also make another 2/3 with lifelink, leave mana up to kill like a dragon. But right now, working plan is going to be activate Chariot, activate Den of the Bugbear. If we get something else we can also cast, we'll throw that out there. And then we're just going to go for it. Alright, opponent's down to just 1 red mana, which is probably...
Without me.
I was going to say play with fire, but maybe not even that.
You fight for me now.
Alright, this doesn't really change it. Oh. Oh. Well now. That's super awesome. That was every bit of well-intentioned, but not what we anticipated. So we assume the opponent has 9 life. Block this one. Block this. Block this. Or this. Alright. Give this bonuses. Give this bonus. Because, I mean, you got to block everything. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't know what they're going to do here. Yeah, we'll keep. Why not? I mean, we definitely want a third land, but... Oh, that actually is pretty sweet. It's actually pretty sweet. Let's see if these actually resolve and stay there, though. It doesn't look like it. We're about to get this bounced. Oh, we didn't get it bounced. There was a weird pause there. Not sure why they wouldn't bounce that. Because I would have if I were them. I'm going to counter this. Alright, that makes sense. I mean, I guess I could have tried to bait them with the Ranger class first, but that seems like that's just trying too hard. Just so we can pay for another disruption if that happens. Though, likely just to bounce that, I would guess. You know, I was just thinking, if I really thought Fading Hope was a possibility, I probably should have just left and went ahead and just leveled the Ranger class there. Was the real play, actually. That's a mistake on my part, for sure. Yeah, that would have been much better. Live and learn. That's why I play the games, to make mistakes so you don't have to. Juice that up. Raven's Warning. That's a card you don't get to see too often, huh? Neat. Unfortunately, that comes into play tapped. I would have liked to have attacked with that Den of the Bugbear here. But we're not in that shape, so we're going to go ahead and level. Oh, another Fading Hope? Seriously? Oh my gosh. Okay. Just deciding if I want to use this or this on the opponent's creature. Because I want to keep pressure continually going here. And since there's a chance I might want to activate this or play Halana and Elena, I still want to be able to cast this next turn. Valor stance. Okay. You got us, opponent. What do we do here? I have 2 cards. Put a card you own from outside the game back on top of your library. Okay. They played a lot of Fading Hopes. They played 1 Jiraiya's Disruption. I'm just thinking if it's worth it to get in with the land here or just play Halana and Elena here. I think I'm just going to go with Halana and Elena. Oh, they don't have a counter anyway. Well, look at that. Okay, I guess I could have got through with Rin and 7. We didn't know that, though, at the time. The other thing, too, is if they're missing a land, this is going to put a card on top they're going to draw instead of a land, so that could be good, too, depending on... Okay, they've hit their land. Patrician Geist. Well, we can try to kill the Patrician Geist. Unless they have yet another Jiraiya's Disruption, and if they do, they do. They don't. Good for us. I'm going to take advantage of things. Put the counter on Halana and Elena, because that gives us more future value. Alright, opponent. What you got for us? Sweep the board. We still get to attack here. Alright. You know, I'm going to keep this. Even though the hand feels kind of weak, it at least actually does stuff. And we've got some pretty bad hands and gotten wins today, so... Oh, no. Oh, no. That's such a good card against this hand. Yep. Basically makes the hand not do anything now. Ugh. Wow. Well, okay. I mean, I guess we do this just because if we need to. We just back-to-back the end of the Bugbears, which is not that impressive, but nah. I think we beat one of these earlier, so... Oh, man. How savage is that? Alright, well, they're going to make us discard our Halana and Elena, probably. Actually, not really. They probably just get Toralf's Disciple, so we can't play that. This is going to flip into a 3-4. Do we need to kill? Yeah, alright. That's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, Lana and Elena makes sense. That's the scariest thing, for sure. The opponent passed. Okay. Interesting, interesting. I think I'm going to go with this. Mostly because next turn I can now level the Ranger class, possibly still kill something if we need to, and then try to get in with a big Toralf's Disciple, I think. I'm going to get rid of this. Opponent's deck's interesting. I guess it's just a discard deck of sorts. I'm also thinking I could set up a situation where I could just hit multiple things with Shatter Skull Smashing. But, that's fine. Another Disciple. Okay, that is starting to become a little bit annoying. I think, though... I guess we just discard this. I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else there. It's just like I had to think really hard if it was worth it or not. At some point, the opponents... Alright, they're just not wanting to come after us, I guess. Okay, we'll lead with this. Attack with this. Pretty much just trading it for the Revealing Eye, sadly. Actually, I should have just... Oh, well, they blocked extra anyway. Opponent's smart. They made the right block. Alright, so we just block like this. Don't really kill off anything else. End the turn. Fell Stinger. Okay. Not a surprise if that's what they're getting rid of. Now, the only good news here is we can get rid of the Stinger and maybe get an attack in, depending on what we draw. I mean, well, I guess what they draw, because they might have a removal spell here, which would be very likely. This sucks. Well, now we're in a little bit of a pickle. It's just like if we discard this, we play this, we're just trading that for the Fell Stinger. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and just do this. We'll just give them, because they were going to get to see 2 cards and we weren't going to get to pick. So I'd rather just, we get to be the ones making the decision here instead of the opponent. Now that being said, I'll probably draw like Play with Fire and I'll feel bad. Oh no, that's actually quite nice. Thanks, deck. Like, even if the opponent has a removal card now, they're going to want to use it on Halana and Elena, I would imagine. Which is good for us. Skullport Merchant. They're going to get some cards now while they're blocking, so that's good for them. Bad for us. What's this? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield on player's card, blah, 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 blah. Alright. We're going to get life drained. There's one of those lightning bolts. Look at that. Now, if we activate to attack with Den of the Bugbear, we actually don't get to use our lightning bolt, which is a little bit sad, but I think we do it anyway. I mean, considering we can pump it up and just attack with piles of many, many things here. Put the counter on Halana and Elena. Alright. This is pretty funny. We get to ping ourselves because the opponent has a... Or we're putting in a 1-1. But, yeah, this is a big attack. And opponent could sacrifice a thing here. Oh, they're just blocking. Oh, okay. They must have, like... Well... I was thinking maybe they would have Blood on the Snow here. You know, in reality, I should have put that extra counter on our Den of the Bugbear, because Alana and Lena had first strike anyway, so it's not like they really had a good spot to do anything there. Losing that lightning bolt sucks. Mostly okay, though, I guess. Fell Stinger. That's sad. Now we will lose something of value, unless we draw another removal card. So it's just a matter of, do we lose the Den of the Bugbear, or do we lose our 5/5? Because they could block Halana and Elena, but it doesn't really do anything with us having first strike. So this is interesting, right? Because we could... I was just thinking, we could play Jaspera Sentinel and attack with that alongside Halana and Elena and the 5/5. And then they would kill the 5/5, I would think. And then that still leaves us open to do things with the Den of the Bugbear after the fact. Matter of fact, that even lets us level up Ranger class. So I actually like that better here. I don't mind that. Put the counter here. Or counters, I should say. And then go to attack. We'll juice up Alana and Elena again. There you go. Because if we made a 1/1, they were just going to chump block it anyway. And I would rather them have to kill off one of these other creatures we care less about than our Den of the Bugbear, considering they're likely to have some type of sweeper, even if it's just like Meat Hook Massacre or something here. Now, they do have 2 creature lands, so they can leave mana up to block with those next turn, but this Alana Elena is making our creatures quite large. Hopefully they don't go find any type of removal card or anything with that Cursebound Witch. Alright, opponent's at 9. We're going to go ahead and level up. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Especially if they end up in a situation where they're mostly just wanting to hide behind their lands. We could live with that. We are going to... Do I just want to discard or sacrifice Jaspera Sentinel? I think so. Alright, let's resolve that. We'll just get rid of the Sentinel. Ah, dang it. We just had a land on top. I was half hoping there'd be another creature up there, but no such luck. Alright, well, that thing's probably going to be the death of us, unfortunately. I mean, do we just put the counters on the Den of the Bugbear since we're likely to keep that next turn? Let's just do this. Force the opponent into a situation to make a block or do something here. Probably block 9, take 5, I would assume. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, now we're going to be in a tough spot. I think we have to let Halana and Elena die here. think that's all we're going to be able to do. Ooh, another Skullport Merchant. That's bad, because that gives them treasure they could sacrifice to draw cards. If they had to sacrifice creatures, I think we'd have been okay. Okay. Now we do have a real decision here. We know we have a land on top. But that doesn't really do anything for us. Alright. Lana and Elena finally kicked the bucket, I think. That doesn't greatly help us here. I mean, they get to chump block and then draw a card. Nothing we can do about that. Oh, actually, they can just kill this, too. Yeah, we're just dead. GG's. Yeah, we're dead. We got nothing. Oh, boy. We get to go first. All right, let's keep it. If we're not playing against a creature deck, this is going to be a terrible hand. Matter of fact, I think I have to put this on red. Or play this so I can save this and not have to put it on red, just in case I draw a green card here. And that was a waste because the opponent didn't have anything. Look at that. Oh, we still ended up putting it on green anyway. Yeah. Not sure what we're going to do with this. Hope there's things we can kill, because if not, this is going to look very, very bad. I mean, you have to assume we have at least one burn spell, or else I wouldn't have just taken 3 damage on turn 1. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a given. Even though it's going to make later turns less mana efficient, you want to use that there. So we can actually use Dragon's Fire to kill another dragon, if we have to. Kalane. That is annoying, because we actually have to kill Kalane here. Otherwise, the dragons get too big that we can't actually shoot them. And that's super unfortunate. Yeah. We're going to be in bad shape here. Needed to top deck some lands, and we did not. Now we're just going to be hurting. Because now they can play land, Goldspan Dragon, still shoot something. Adult Gold Dragon. We can at least kill that one, even though they gain some life here. We can kill that dragon. We can kill that dragon on the cheap, actually, which is kind of nice. In the turn. Mostly we get to flip our Deuter, and then maybe we try to kill something on their turn. Now, here's hoping they don't have something to protect this, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I might as well reveal a dragon just in case. Okay, they didn't have anything. Worked out. Okay, still not quite where we want to be. Likely going to end up just shooting the opponent so we can scry, which is literally probably just going to lead us into playing a Wrenn in 7. Not true. Okay, they gave up anyway. Yay, us. Oh, man. If we'd have had a green mana here, oof. I'm going to keep this anyway, for science. This is what these videos are for, right? I got to take a chance on some bad draws, so y'all can see if they play out. Though we have kept some bad ones already that worked out brilliantly, so what do I know? This is probably dead, right? Yeah, she dying. No surprise. Okay, how many dragons are we gonna have to deal with? Here comes one. There's a bunch of 4-mana dragons. Yep, that's the one. And we're gonna keep it. Ah, didn't draw any other mana. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna gamble. Oh, they're willing to trade. Yeah, we're already dead then. Missing land drops. There's no way we're coming back from this. They're avenging their fallen brethren. Ooh, well, that's bad for us too. Alright, we did find a land. Question is this good enough? Let's see. Man, we need an untapped land so badly next turn. Like, a beyond unrealistic expectation of how badly we need it. Come on, deck. If there were ever a time. Come on. Be kind. Alrighty. Hopefully this helps. This gets us a 7/7, which is why it's so important.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
We attack with this. No need to attack with that. Actually, do we even attack with... Yeah, we do. We got to get some damage in there. Alright. I mean, yeah, well, okay, not that. I was thinking there could be one of the big Inferno with the star mounts, and that would have been pretty bad. Okay. Now we're going to have to let this land go, because we can't take any more free hits of damage there. That's just bad for our health. Alright. Let it go, finally. Okay. Trying to figure out how we don't die here. There's very, very few scenarios where that's the case. Though, Jaspera Sentinel does have reach, so that's a thing. Which sometimes opponents forget about, which could matter. Opponents also only at 15. Oh, no. Really? Damn. That's sad. Oh, man, that sucks a lot. A whole heck of a lot. Okay. The good news is we're not really dead here yet. And if we put the counters here... Yeah, I want to tap creatures to play this other ranger class, but we can't. Alright. So this isn't the worst thing. We may end up also cracking a Wrenn and 7 just to make another blocker, even if it's just a 4/4. Alright. Not really sure completely what the opponent's up to here. But I want to try our best to kill things. If they have removal cards, they have removal cards. Like, they're either killing a Helana and Lena or they're killing a 6/6. You know what I mean? Okay. Makes sense. We can live with that. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe we don't want to get rid of Wrenn and 7 just yet. They do have a hasty flyer here. Actually, crap. Maybe we do. We can't see what these are going to cost. That's unfortunate. But I think they're going to be able to play both of those. I think we have to make the 4/4 here. Because if they can only play one of them, we kind of have to force the opponent into doing something with it. Alright. Alright, just the Town Razor. It looks like all they can cast. Fair enough. Sure. We'll just let that thing die. Yep, it goes away. We probably have more land coming anyway. Oh, that's actually not a bad one to pick up here either. I actually kind of like that because it's going to give us a 4/4. Oh, we haven't leveled this yet, though. Womp womp womp. Okay. There is a way that's superior and one that's not as superior here. Problem is now, because we lost a land, we only have a 3/3 that we get to block with, which is less than exciting. But if we attack with a 4/4, we get another 3/3. So there's that. So I think the plan here is, let's go ahead and do this. Now I think we do this. And we go ahead and attack with this, this, and this. Because if they don't block Chariot, that's great for us. And if they do, they just trade. All right, cool. That works fine. Oh, they're not even giving up the wealth. They must have other dragons in hand. That's a little bit scary. However, we did now create a situation where we are going to be threatening lethal if they don't kill us. Yep. They might be able to play 2 dragons here. Might be their plan if they attack. Nope, they're just going to Eruption one of those. Fair enough. I mean, if you got it all, you got it all, opponent. Actually, wait. Opponent hits us to 8. They could also have a burn spell. Gosh dang, if I didn't think they had burn spells, I'd possibly let these go and try to make something happen, but there's a good chance they got it. They might have us dead here anyway. Yeah, because if you have another Dragon's Fire, we can't even kill your Goldspan Dragon. Yep, just having to give up that land was too much, unfortunately. Would have been nice. Oh. Really? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. Well, do we make another 2/2 here? Or do we just level our Ranger class and attack for 4, 5, 6? Well, they just block that, so they take 3, 4, 5. And then we have 2 blockers? I mean, I guess that's what we do. I don't know. I think I'm going to do this. And then if we draw a land, we end up being able to level both of them next turn. And I think that's fine. I mean, logically, they're just going to block the 4 here, right? Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Here's hoping we're not dead. All right, that's one of the dragons. I mean, if it's kill card dragon, we die. Seize the Spoils is not it by itself. They do still have access to 5 mana here. All right, they kill one of our things. I mean, if they could shoot us for 2, that's a win for them as well. However, I think they can only attack with 1 dragon here. And I don't even know if that's safe for them, actually, because then they block and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that wouldn't even be good for them. Because they could attack if they can kill another creature. Not knowing what we have on top of our library, of course. Oh, we didn't find the land we needed, though. I was really hoping we would have. Was really, really hoping we would. So now here's the question. We know they have to double block, right? So, as much as I want to put the counter on the Chariot, I don't think we do. I think we put the counter on the 3/3. And we just take the trade here from the opponent. And at least this way we get to kill off both of their things. All right. Man, I don't know how we're still in this game. But here we are. This is it. Opponent's on 1 card. We're at 6 life and we have 1 blocker with reach. That keeps us alive. Yep. Whoo, man. Oh. That is so good. Yep, that was a good game, opponent.
You win!
So yeah, I was really digging this one. Mostly because we held up pretty well against the sacrifice decks. We held up pretty well against the life gain decks. And we actually beat a couple of dragon decks. So yeah, now I will admit the deck we're probably weakest to is probably mono green. Mostly because of creature sizing and kind of who gets to play first. So if you're on the play and you draw 1 or 2 of your like Dragon's Fires, you're probably good. Or if you get an early Halana and Helena that lives, you probably can work that matchup okay. But that's something to keep in mind. But the fact that you have a fairly reasonable matchup against a big chunk of the popular decks is actually really nice. So yeah, if you're looking for something to play, this is one, and it doesn't require a lot of alchemy cards. You can play this just mostly with your standard cards already. Like, so yeah, if you're looking to make a transition into alchemy, or at least try it out, maybe there's an alchemy. Actually, there is an alchemy tournament coming up that you can check out at the end of the month. It's the Degenerate Open. This is their 2nd one, and it's going to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. So it's going to have $1,000 in prizes. You're going to top 8's going to qualify for the Magic Invitational qualifier that goes on. And there's going to be some gem tokens given away as well. So go check it out. The other one filled up, so this one's probably not going to have too many spots for too long, so go check that out. I'll put a link somewhere in the description probably. But all right, I think this is the list. I'm going to leave it as is. Like I said, the only thing I would do is change cards if you wanted to play it in standard. But for alchemy, I don't think I want to change too much. I actually kind of like it the way it is. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Cenation Falconers. I think that's Cenation Falconer. I think that's the card name. It's a 5 mana 4/4, which is one of the few red-green legends. There's not all that many when you think about it in the history of Magic. But it oddly taps to make 2 colorless mana. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing that it taps for 2 mana. No particular reason. It doesn't have anything to do with a falconer or a bird or anything. And it really doesn't represent being a red-green creature. It's just how weird Legends was way back when. Now the interesting thing is if you have an original one of these, it's still like $50. But if you don't, then yeah, they're not really worth anything because I think there's only Legend ones. I think there was a Magic Online one at one point. But yeah, weird. It's valuable because of age, and that's about it. It doesn't really do much else. I mean, you can put it into a commander deck if you just want to be flashy and bling out, I suppose. But don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page and our Twitch streams and our Discord if you want to come by, say hi, and be part of all the conversations happening there. Also, if you would be so kind and you would like to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Like right now, if you were a member, you would be getting to have input on stuff we're going to get to do for 2021. Because I'm letting the members have input on things we do on the channel, and it's kind of a way to support the channel here without me having to maintain a whole second Patreon. You get to do it right here on YouTube. And if you can't do that, please remember to hit the like button on this video because that helps out so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're not, I would like to know. Shoot me a message or something. Let me know what I got to do to get you to subscribe to the channel. Then hit that notification bell and choose all notifications to make sure you don't miss all these different decks I'm putting out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.